Hey everybody, playing some Final Fantasy XIII-2, and today we're going to be talking about the best and most useful monster abilities that you can infuse on your monsters. Do note this does require a lot of gil and materials because you have to level these monsters up to pretty much max to get these abilities to infuse onto your monsters. So without any further ado, let's get into this. So your monsters can have up to 10 abilities equipped. Some prioritize over others. So the ability at the very bottom is going to be the next one in line to get to be removed. So you need to plan out exactly what abilities you want. I did an alright job, but there's still certain abilities I would like that on my monsters that I can't get because I want to keep Feral Speed 2 and Stagger Maintenance for my monsters. And also note that this is like if you want to be optimal to fight the super bosses in the Colosseum, because otherwise you really don't need to do this. I don't know exactly how you get rid of the red locks either. I think you have to like play around with monsters to infuse that same ability to that monster to unlock it or something, because otherwise those are actually just locked onto your monsters. The passive ability still works, it's just locked onto your monsters and you can't get rid of it, because I would like to get rid of Critical Faith and Auto Emfrost, honestly, but again, I don't know exactly how you do that, so I'm not too bothered. So the first monster I want to talk about is the Tomberry in Brescia Ruins 300 AF. Unfortunately, he's a rare monster, which means he is hard to bring out as an encounter, and also he's hard to tame. It's like I want to say 5% chance of dropping, but once you do get a Tomberry and level him up to about 36, he will have Strength and Magic 36% waiting for you to infuse onto your strongest damage dealers, such as my Chi-Chi. Next we want to talk about the Resist Physical 36%, so we tank damage. You can get this from a couple monsters, but the best monster, in my opinion, is the Green Chocobo in Massive 100 and 110 AF. I find him easier to bring out in 110 AF, but he is very annoying to bring out because he is a rare monster, but he doesn't class as like the super rare monster that the Battlemania increased the chances of. So you just gotta keep running around this circle until you finally get him, unfortunately. And I think he is kind of a low rate as well, which makes it kind of obnoxious too. Next, we're gonna be staying in the Arcalite Steppe in the rain for a long while. There's a couple of monsters we want to get here. First off, we want to talk about the Mew Mao, the little cat thing, because he gives you resist magical 36%, which is very useful, obviously. The next dude I want to talk about is this, I'm not even going to pronounce his name, the little slug thing. He, if you max him out to like level 30 something, he gives you resist elements 36%. Can be very useful depending on what you're fighting. Next we want to talk about these Gankangagas, the small monkey things, or even the Ace. For whatever reason, the small ones, they automatically come with Feral Speed 2. You don't even have to level them up. But if you get an Ace, you have to level up to level 4 to get Feral Speed 2. But leveling up to level 4 isn't the end of the world. Staying in the Arcalite Steppe, but in the sunshine, you can get the normal cactuars. They're very annoying. They're quite rare to bring out. There's like a 5% chance it will spawn. So I just run around the cactus stones to the flowers and back. But once you do get them, they die very fast because they only have 7,000 HP. But since it's a rare monster, once again, it's a rare drop, so it's like 1 to 5% rate to tame, unfortunately. But these guys if you really want to, grant you auto brave and resist slow. Well, actually, all cactars give you resist slow 66%. Sticking with the cactars, if you go to the Dying World, it's allegedly it's a rare monster, but for me it comes up pretty easily. The metal cactar. These guys, again, they have high defense, but they have little HP, so you can kill them quite fast. They grant you auto faith and again resist slow 66%. You do have to level these guys quite high, again like level 45 unfortunately, but if you want auto faith, there's your way of getting auto faith. Okay, so now going to the Augusta Tower in 200 AF, there's two monsters I want to talk about. Unfortunately, you can get them in the exact same encounter. The Puma, the little wolf thing, and the Zwarg Metro, those little blue things. The Puma, once you get to like level 20 something, grants you HP plus 25%, which is definitely a welcome addition because HP is quite low in this game, especially against super bosses when they do like 8k and can do up to 10k damage. And the Zwarg Metro, once you max him out to level 20, he grants you Stagger Maintenance II, which definitely helps out with staggering bosses and doing as much damage as possible. However, you can actually get HP plus 30%, but unfortunately it's it's kind of a rare monster. The Forked Cat in Airbuff 400 AF grants you 300 HP plus 30%, and for some reason it's hard to bring out and they're hard to tame. So I kind of just recommend going for the Puma. So if you really want that extra 5%, then go for it, but it is a grind, unfortunately. However, there's another way of getting HP plus 30%, and that's taming the Necrosis from the massive 01 XAF. He also grants you Resilience 40%, which helps with those nasty status effects, which is a welcome addition if you want to resist all status effects. The next ability I don't have personally, but it can be very useful to help with the chain gauge. Chain bonus boost 2. You can get this from the Pink Lily in Airbuff 300 AF, which helps raise the stagger gauge and stagger them much quicker. I would put this on my Cloudburst personally, but unfortunately I have those red locks on my Cloudburst, and once again I don't know exactly how to deal with them. Alright, these last two abilities are obnoxious as fuck to get. First we're going to talk about Auto Haste. There is 3 ways you can actually get Auto Haste. So first off, the easiest one is actually the Zangang Prince in Waterscape of 300 AF. If you go around this area next to the teleport gate, it's a rare monster kind of, so you have to run around here for a bit. But they do tame quite easily, and you have to max them out, unfortunately, to get them to grant you auto haste. But once you do, he gives you auto haste. The other two are much more annoying. Back at the Arcalite Step in the rain, the same place where we fought the Cactar in the sun, you can find the Cactaroni. Unfortunately, he's a rare monster once again, which means he's hard to tame, he's hard to bring out, and you can go like 10 plus encounters before you even tame the goddamn thing. It literally took me like half an hour to tame one on screen. And the last way of getting auto haste, unfortunately, is going to Academia 500 AF, and unfortunately, there's only one chance to get this dude. This guy is actually technically the easiest to get auto haste because he's the easiest to tame. But you have to go through the entire puzzle to get to that one encounter, and if you don't tame it, you gotta close the gate, open the gate, close the gate, and you gotta redo the whole entire thing all over again. It's very obnoxious, but you can get auto haste from the Schrodinger's cat in that one spot right at the end of the puzzle, which is obnoxious as fuck. Speaking of obnoxious as fuck, there is one more monster in 500 AF that you can fight, and I'm not even going to pronounce it, and it's actually the hardest monster to tame and beat. He is a rare. Not only in 500 AF, and you only have one shot at fighting him before you have to do the entire puzzle again. He's a rare monster, so you don't even have a guaranteed shot at fighting him. But if you manage to fight him and tame him, you are granted auto Tetradefense plus strength and magic resist 36% if you want to go that route. I got it once on screen, never again. It literally took me 3+ hours just to get it one time. And there you go, that's all the important abilities that you would want on your monsters, in my opinion. There might be a couple of more that I'm missing, but these are the most important ones to my knowledge that you definitely want to get. I wouldn't recommend the auto ones too much because the auto buffs usually don't last too long and they just wear off after like the first minute of battle. And depending on what you're fighting, most fights don't actually last a minute, especially with max stats. Unless you're fighting like a proper boss or something, like the Coliseum fights. So the strength magic plus, the resist physical magic and elements are definitely useful. The feral and stagger maintenance 2s, the HP plus, the chain bonus, and then I think that's only 8. So you have like 2 free slots to get something else if you really want. Obviously, resist certain debuffs like pain and fog might be useful. But unfortunately, with my current setup, I actually can't put any more on because I really want to keep the feral and stagger maintenance 2s on my monsters. Hope this video is helpful, and I'll catch you in the